let's open a box. But first, I just got home from a draft, so let me show you my deck real quick, and I'll talk about it while we open the packs. My first pack, first pull. Beautiful Enchanted Bell. Had no intention of playing it at all, but of course I'm going to take this card. It's great. Some of my other early pulls, I think this might have been pack 2, first pick. Pack 3, first pick. I think I got that in pack 2. I think I got this later in pack 3, and this was my pack 4, first pick. Lots of bombs, clearly. Very good cards. Again, we'll talk about this in a minute, but just real quick, going through my 1-drops, 2s, 3s, topped off at 7, and then here's the cards that I didn't play. Anyways, the bell was great, lovely enchanted rare, and at the end of the draft, somebody else from some packs at the store pulled an enchanted Tinkerbell, so that was great. You see this box is already open. When I picked this up yesterday on Friday, one of the stores was selling their boxes for, pretty high price if you wanted it sealed, but much lower if they rip the tab for you. So, seems reasonable to me. I have no complaints there. Happy to have some more packs to open. All right, let's get started. So yeah, I was able to do a draft. There were actually 20 people there, so they split us up into 2 pods of 6 and a pod of 8. And there were enough people who really wanted to, be in the pod of 8, so wasn't any issues there. I'd say maybe 2 or 3 of the people were kind of drafting for the first time or playing Lorcana even for the first time, and didn't necessarily know what they were doing, but there were, I think, a lot of very strong decks at the end of the day. I ended up finishing 2-1, which was good for 4th place because unfortunately 2 of the players dropped after the first round. So of the 6 remaining players, we actually had 1 3-0 at the end and 3 2-1s, and then a 1-2 and an 0-3. So it was kind of a weird mix. And the price of the draft was kept lower, so there were only 1 prize pack per head. So got my 1 prize pack here. We'll open that at the very end. But yeah, I'd say the top 5 decks were all very competitive. They were all very close. Games were very close. Oh, I can't escape the bell. Very nice. Very nice first legendary pull there. In the match that I lost, it went to 3, and it really felt like whoever played first played won by a turn in all 3 of those. I was definitely not playing perfectly. I definitely made some mistakes I had identified later, so definitely room for improvement in my play, and good to know that the games were at least close. Another match I had just went very, very late with both players getting up to 9 or 10 ink. My opponent did it in order to play a Maleficent, and I did it in order to play Be Prepared, and then have something to follow it up with. To be fair, in that instance, my opponent had Whole New World and played it in both games, so it felt like inking up wasn't as big a deal since we just had so many more cards. Let's see here. They cost super rare, double super rare. 1%. So yeah, kind of going over these bombs real quick. Maximus was great, nothing flashy. As a foil, it was kind of a little bit of a rare money draft too. Stitch again is always awesome. I think I maybe am valuing Let It Go a little highly, But since I've still never seen a Dragon's Fire in Limited, I mean, it is one of the few answers to cards like Dr. Facilier. But that being said, on the playing side of Dr. Facilier, it's a bit slow if you don't have a bunch of 2 and 3 drops that are really pushing through. My opponent was able to bounce him, and then it became difficult to, when you're dropping four drops or 5 drops and you only have enough ink for one a turn, getting that card back, even though you're getting a good trade getting the card back, you're not necessarily gaining enough presence on the board. All right, what do we have here? Nice Robin Hood, foil lantern. I got Maleficent, Aladdin, Minnie Mouse, Friends on the Other Side, Megara, Prince Eric, Triton, Goofy, Lilo, Iago, and a Genie Super Rare, and a Mr. Smee foil. Just real quick, kind of want to talk about, let's see here, Merlin. I think is just a very, very strong card if you have the deck that runs many two drops. Just having those support characters just gives you so much more punching power. But I think that I did not build my deck with enough kind of those 2 drops. But also, again, as I was saying, as people get better at drafting this, there's just going to be, you're just going to have fewer playable cards in your final deck. You'll probably have a solid, 5 or 6 cards that you don't really want to play in your deck just as a result. Rare, super rare, LeFou. One of the players drafted many 6 drops. Just took probably most of the 6 drops and 7 drops that were available, and it worked out really well with multiple Detective Mickeys and multiple Friends on the Other Side. The person that ended up 3-0 had just let's see, rares, a lot of good Emerald cards. You see the Flynn Rider, Cheshire Cat, the rare Hans, and just a lot of very efficient lore getters that can win before you get to the late game. Let's see here. Maurice, Dr. Facilier, and a foil rare Scar. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, it seems like the current draft format is just not great. Still a lot of fun to play, but in terms of balance or understanding, it's very, very dependent on just the packs. One other thing of note, nice Cusco here. A lot of the packs were very inconsistent. You would get a pack with 5 or 6 cards that just felt, oh, these are all great, like first pickable cards that I want in my deck, and then followed up by a pack that just has nothing. Like cards that are, yeah, sure, they can make the deck, but are not that impressive by any means. So what here? Got 9 packs left. Right, be prepared, very good. Musketeer's Tabard and a foil Ursula's Cauldron. Ursula's Cauldron was still great. It's a little funny how it feels weird just knowing, what your next card is going to be, but definitely a very good card. If you're able, especially if you're able to play it while there's not too much pressure from your opponents. And a beautiful legendary Ursula for our second legend, and a foil super rare Genie. Right. Developer Brain, Scar, Healing Glow, Dr. Facilier, Horus, Captain Hook, Olaf, The Beast is Mine, Grammatala, Gotta Let It Go, and another super rare Genie. Foil Develop Your Brain. Alright, last quarter. I mean, hopefully we get at least 2 more legends. Now that people have opened a lot more product, we have a lot more information about pulls, and honestly, it sounds like it's just pretty random. Oh, there's a legendary John Silver and another foil rare. We've been hearing reports of anything from 0 to 4 enchanteds in a case. So the real question is, are there really just maybe a ton of cases with 0 to balance out the ones that have 3 or 4, and most of them still just have, like, does it still average 1, or you know, what is the actual average? So it is encouraging in the fact that, you know, it makes the possibility for kind of hunting through a case less attractive. So, and then, you know, it means that, you know, buying loose boxes is just not that big a deal. So another Be Prepared, very nice. All right, last 3 packs. Definitely hoping for some magic here, as we're only sitting at 3 legendaries. Develop Your Brain, Abu, Pumbaa, Maleficent, Peter Pan, Goons, Sven, Jumbo Jukiba, One Jump Ahead, Part of Your World, Super Rare Mickey Mouse, and Foil Triton. Right. Merlin, Minnie Mouse, Sebastian, Jetsam, Genie, Break, Shield of Virtue, Befuddle, Mother Knows Best. Got a Super Rare Hans, a Super Rare Maximus. Foil Merlin. Oh, all comes down to this. You know, it is definitely possible to just have a 3 legend pack, so hopefully this will be a nice foil. Magic Golden Flower, Goofy, Hey Hey, Freeze, Vicious Betrayal, Fire the Cannons, Elsa, Flynn Rider, Eye of the Fates. Ooh, a multiple legend pack looks like. Legend Beast, Legend Rapunzel, and can't do the triple, but a foil Dragonfire is great. Definitely nice to go from 3 to 5 on the last pack there. All right, as always, thank you for watching. I forgot the price pack. Can we hit good luck again? Maleficent, guess Aladdin, Minnie Mouse, Friends on the Other Side, Megara, Break, Belle, You Have Forgotten Me, Beast, Rare Hades, Super Rare Stitch, perfectly good pull, and a rare uncommon, or foil uncommon, Maximus. There we go. Thank you for watching.